Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing the highly requested video sharing with you guys how I get volume with having heavier, thicker, longer hair. So your hair might not be as long, but if it's definitely thick, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard sometimes to get volume on day one, so that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. And to be honest, it's not too difficult for me, and the techniques that I use are very simple. So of course it starts out with how you style your hair. So what I'm doing here is I am going to section the crown of my head out from the rest of my hair. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that triangle look sometimes we get where we have no volume at the top and all the volume is at the ends. So this technique is definitely going to help you get some volume on your roots. So this is the product that I'm going to be using, but of course you can use whatever you have. So I'm just going to style the rest of my hair like I normally would. Here I'm not doing anything too different. The only thing is, you guys know I don't like to put a lot of product on my roots, but that's preference. So I would definitely try to put more of the product on the ends of your hair because it can weigh down your roots if you put too much product on your roots. But if you put product on your roots, you're totally fine. This technique will still work. So once I get to the root, the crown that I did here, I'm actually going to section my hair into panels. And this is where my technique differs. What I do here is essentially I am just creating like no parting. Because generally when you part your hair and comb your hair down to that side, it stays like that, and that's where you get that flat look, if that makes sense. So here I'm just doing what I normally would to the section, but what I do differently here is I'm going to comb my hair straight back. So I'm not going to have a middle part, I'm not going to have a little off to the center part, it's going straight back. And that's what I found has made the biggest difference when creating volume for me. And it's a really easy, simple technique. So I'm just taking my sections and combing it straight back. I also find that doing smaller sections in your hair also helps create volume rather than doing like big chunks. So I do like to section my hair into smaller sections. But again, I'm just going to comb my hair straight back, no parting. It's really simple and easy technique. And this is where I'm just going to apply my product and again just comb it straight back. And if you don't use a brush or something, you could still use your hands in the technique that you normally do. Just when you're done sectioning your hair, make sure to pull it straight back rather than on either side. Or if you part your hair and then you know how you part it and you comb it down, like don't do that, just comb it straight back. And that is what is going to help you create volume. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to very softly comb back my hair. I'm not combing all the way through it, but just kind of to get the hair to get pushed back. So here is another very important step, is to shake your hair off the roots. Okay, get your roots to be lifted, then it'll help when it dries to help your curls lift off the roots rather than being stuck to your roots. So doing this isn't going to create very much frizz if you do this while your hair has product and it's very wet. And I also want to share with you guys what I like to do is while my hair is drying throughout the day, what I do is I take that top crown section and I flip it back and forth throughout the day. What I like to do is flip my hair back and forth, again, getting it off the roots. This also helps clump your curls together so you won't have too much frizz. So that is what I like to do, and literally this is what I do, okay? I'm not even exaggerating. But can we get that in slow-mo? That looked really cool. Okay, another thing you can do is put a clip in your hair if you'd like, but I don't really like to do that. I used to do this back in the day, but the technique that I have now works perfectly fine. So I personally like to air dry. You can of course diffuse, use a fan, whatever you like to do, but that is how I get so much volume, especially on day one. Here you can continue to like pick through your hair, fluff it out if you want even more volume, but those are the tips that I have and what I do to create volume in my long, thicker hair.